There are quite a number of textiles and quite a number of costumes going into the museum. In fact, there will be more costume on display in Riverside than any other venue in Glasgow. There are 3 dresses going into the 1930s street in a dress shop. There's a chiffon dress, a court dress, and a very lovely eau de Nil backless evening dress. They're not enormously delicate, and they are in very good condition on the whole, but they do require quite a lot of support when they go on display to maintain their shape. I'm very fond of the eau de Nil evening dress. It's extremely elegant. It's a pretty well backless evening dress. The skirt panels are all cut on the cross, and it's made of an eau de Nil viscose rayon fabric, which is really quite heavy, but that helps it to drape. It's in very good condition, it's just very creased, so I will need to humidify it. Not with heat, just with moisture. Partly the weight of the fabric will help the creases to fall out as it's mounted on the mannequin. It's very Hollywood, 1930s. It's a sort of Ginger Rogers dress, really. And everybody just wants to walk down a wonderful staircase wearing that. It's also very small, too. The final street, Street 3, is 1970s, 60s, 70s. And there is another dress shop there with 3 mini dresses in it. And they're going to be displayed in quite an abstract fashion. At the back of the case, there's going to be a graphic which has photographs of knees. So the idea is that that will be just below the hemline of the dresses, so that you all get the idea of the length of the dress, and that your knees were then very on view because it's a mini dress. This one's quite interesting. It's made of a heels fabric, a furnishing fabric. It's quite a thick cotton. It's printed with a floral, abstract floral pattern. The scale of the pattern is really quite large for a dress, especially a short dress, and that makes it quite interesting, quite arresting. The fabric is very hard wearing, but of course it wasn't intended to be worn as it's not a dress fabric, it's a furnishing fabric. We have 3 Marion Donaldson dresses, which are all more or less cut from the same pattern. One has slightly shorter sleeves than the other, and one is in printed cotton velvet, one is the printed cotton furnishing fabric, and another one is a woven fabric made by a company called Heather Mills, and it's wool tweed in purple with lime green stripes at the hem. The Kelvin Street in the Old Museum was one of the favourite displays, and that's why we're having 3 streets now, because people just love to walk down these streets and relive their memories.